Here we go, Aaron.
It's gonna be tight, man.
All right, we're point
deep into the bridge and he's up.
0.6 up into the woods. He's 0.6 up off the motorway, coming into the steepest section of track.
Oh man, he's going for it. I haven't seen Loic be this aggressive in the mud for a while.
Loic Bruni is 1.8 seconds up in the steepest part of the track. He's charging to that massive gap for the first rider to be up on the grass. Loic Bruni to the line. An absolute display. What does he have? Loic Bruni with a 3:05.5. What an exceptional run from the man himself, our overall World Cup Series leader. Loic Bruni claims the win here at Leogang. An exceptional style. Look at the swagger of the man.
That'll do it.
I live by many mottos. The first one will be, if you're good, you're good. I've been good before, I know I'm good, I can do well. And the one I've always lived by since I was a kid is, qui ne tente rien, n'a rien. It means literally, whoever doesn't try anything gets nothing.
Loic is the king. He's got 2 or 3 overall championships and 5 world championships.
Precise, accurate, well-balanced, smart. He thinks about all the details you can think of. Track, bike, everything.
He's come off 2 victories so far. If he were to win here, that is a clear statement to the rest of his competitors.
Mr. Bruni, where are we at? What are we doing right now?
We're at the top of the hill in Val di Sole, about to do track walk, so first contact with the track. We've seen some little changes when we were biking around yesterday, so let's check everything today. And so far it looks a bit wet on the ground, but it must be primer, I think, that built. Because it's so low.
So low, and if it's like
what if you go
here?
outside here and into the shit?
But I think it gets really steep over there, so you're gonna go. And if you could come inside and make it one smooth turn, might be kind of sick.
Having run race less is a little bit of a mission because every race counts more, and it's nice in a way because we have to focus a little bit more on like each race, and it's not as many, so it's more quality over quantity. But for sure we have like extra pressure on it.
Because if you go high, you can jump, and then there's like a nice dirt patch, and then you can skip the roots here. What?
I think if you want to jump, you'd better be here and turn and take off from this one.
But if you take off from this one, then you're going in a really good spot there as well.
The sport itself is difficult. It's 3 minutes through a whole week that matters the most, so you have to be so ready at the right moment. But this is why we love it, I think.
Loic is definitely somebody special, and not even on the bike, but he's a real special human being. He's somebody raw, super honest, and he's a really good person.
For sure, if you cross Loic in the street, it's impossible to know. It's like 5-time world champion, many things. You know, it's like it's open for all the guys, all the fans. It's really good for that.
I wake up and love this feeling because I have a super good team around me. We are doing, for me, like a great work on the races, outside the races. I would love to push myself, push the bike, push everything, and it's like something that I know I'm good at, and I know that I still have a margin to gain. So I just enjoy that opportunity that I've been given.
How are you?
Oh my god. Tarcito. Junior.
Je t'ai dit que ça tenait bien.
When I was first year elite, I think I still wasn't thinking it was for real. And now, like, I know how much it takes to stay on top, be at the top, blah, blah, blah. So I learned so much through my team around me, but also like through my mistakes.
He's definitely more and more professional and focusing on the right things and the right details. The training, if you ask him for 1 hour, he will do 45 minutes, but 110%. It's the same for everything. Interview, it's you ask for 10 minutes, you have 8 minutes, sometimes 6, but every time it's on point.
Keep the progression going is like the main goal, you know, it's for sure the sport's evolving, and on a personal level, like my skills, my training, my mental, whatever, I just try to surround myself with new people, stay curious, listen to other riders with like totally different mentality, totally different approach, and see what could be working for me.
We go high after? Low inside? Yeah. It's pretty good.
The most important thing I say all the time for the young people is like, you don't win the race on the proper weekend race, we win the race during the winter. To train, understand your bike, understand why you do that and why you're going this way. And then this season is like boom, really, really strong.
Good thing. Good job. Good thing it's only practice. When I was a kid, I looked up to Loic a lot. When I was 14, 15, 16. Joining the team and being with Loic was like crazy because I joined. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm on the team with this guy. And like, just watching how he operates has always been really amazing. And I'm really thankful that I've had somebody like him as a sort of a mentor because I can look at him and see what he does, learn from that, and then sort of apply it to how I function at races.
I'm pretty tough semis, but finished the day in one piece, even though I had a little tip over. I wish I could have done it different for sure, but it is what it is. Tomorrow is the day that counts, so hopefully I'll recover for tomorrow and be better, but a bit frustrated today for sure. There is a lot of things happening for sure through the whole week that people don't see. There's always like last minute thing to do, last minute interview, R&D, meeting with whatever brand's coming to see the race. But always remember that this is a good opportunity and I just try to give what I can. Come race time, it's super stressful. It's pretty important to be ready for those 3 minutes, otherwise you're letting go a potential win or whatever. So I try to do my routine of warming up, visualizing every section and everything as good as I can do it. If you're in the good state of mind, if you feel ready, there's nothing that can happen to you, and even though you're not going to win or whatever, if the run is what you imagined and worked for, it's really satisfying.
So we eagerly await Benoit to arrive at the bottom, but the man of the moment, Loic Bruni, look at how calm he is. He's ready for this. to front in the first corner. He did this in Leogang last week. He got all grumpy, but he recovered flawlessly. Loic Bruni, he crashed in qualification in semi-finals yesterday. He put in a great morning, but he's been struggling a little bit with the treacherous conditions out there. Hold on to it, Loic.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this goes. He hasn't ever won here in Val di Sole before, I believe. Track he struggled with in the past, and he got 14th here last year, and it's a little wet, which I know he probably wouldn't prefer, but he's been pretty much proving us wrong all season this year, and he's finding a way to correct these weaknesses. His qualifying result was incredible yesterday. Had a crash in semis, and it was interesting. After semis, he just sat on his bike in the finish corral for about 2 minutes, just staring back up the track, not moving with his hands on the handlebars, and I was like, man, he's motivated. So
he's definitely motivated. He's not quite looking as flawless as we've seen before. He gets that high line there. Now that is a line of centimeters. It's incredible to see the precision.
Whoever doesn't try anything gets nothing. With my friends, when we were shredding the first races, we're like, if you don't try, you're not gonna win. So we're sending it, and I feel like that's also in life. With people, with racing, with training. If you want it, you make it happen.
Well within touch. We've seen a couple of uncharacteristic mistakes from Loic.
yeah, you can tell he's pushing a little bit, sliding around here, but Loic is so good at kind of mentally keeping himself into these runs. If the mistakes happen, not letting them affect and kind of start to steamroll into more mistakes. So he's got a bit of a hole he needs to climb out of here.
This track is every single year one of the most demanding and one of the toughest. It's difficult the entire way down.
Our sport is really special because you really only get one shot.
If anyone can rally and bring this back, it is the man himself, Loic Bruni. He's come off 2 victories so far. If he were to win here, that is a clear statement to the rest of his competitors.
You have to be so hyper-focused for that one run that it's almost like you can't even think about the racing. You can't even think about the result. It's just like me and the bike, and if I ride good, who knows what can happen. You can't choose to win the race. You just have to choose to ride your bike as well as you can. If you're the best person that day, you can win.
But he's pulling back a little bit of time here in the middle of the track.
He's definitely pulling back a little bit of time, and as we said, 1.8 is nothing for Loic Bruni. Super Bruni can emerge at any second, and look at the speed he's now picking up through this lower section here. Charging hard.
A lot on the line today here when I'm looking at the points.
Loic was born in the south of France, where the sun shines. Then at the beginning, it was hard for him to perform as soon as there was some cloud or a bit of rain. And he proved since last 2 years that he's able to deliver a really good run even under super rainy and humid conditions.
The time there he's lost 1 second to Dakota through that middle sector. Launches long off the rock drop. He's coming into the finish arena here. What can he show for us?
It's the same Loic since last year, and at the end, last year he was top 15. It proves that as soon as you click in with the mind, you can deliver a really good thing.
It's going to be a solid ride for him.
He's almost a victim of his own perfection. Loic Bruni to the line. He's still charging hard. What has he got in store? He's got in store a 3:47, which is good enough right now for the second fastest time of the day.
I would tell my 10-year-old self to not change anything because I've enjoyed every part of the process, so enjoy as much as I can the moments when no one cares, because it also feels amazing when no one's really watching you and no one really expects anything from you. But also enjoy the process of establishing yourself in the top guys. If people remember a little bit that I was riding fast sometimes and having my own things and pushing the sport a bit, that's the win, and that's, I feel, why I'm doing it still. I'm so happy with what we've achieved, and I'm working, to be fair, like with my favorite brands, so I'm living the dream literally.